What's up, you all? I am Dr. James Hall. I am a nephrologist by trade, a minister by calling, a father by calling, and a man. This video is going to talk about the 7 baby steps to manhood. We live in a world where there's so much confusion about being a man. A lot of our young boys have no clue what it takes to step into manhood. And my whole platform, my YouTube platform, is designed to teach boys how to be men. Today we're going to talk about these steps that I've created. And number one is loving God. You know, if you don't love God, it's really hard to love your neighbor. It's really hard to love yourself. He is our creator. He is the ultimate father who created us out of nothing. So he knows our every being, our existence, our makeup. He is intertwined with who we are. That's why it's so important to love God so that you can love who you are. And you can answer these 5 questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? What's my potential? What can I do? What's my purpose? And where am I going? And these questions are so critical to you knowing every your purpose and in knowing everything about yourself. The average person has no clue, especially the average young man, has no clue what these questions mean. But if you can answer these questions, you got life figured out. Because who we are determines what we do. Who you are determines what movies you watch, what hobbies you have, what songs you listen to, who you decide to date and marry. Almost determines everything. You know, my best friend put a joint to my mouth one day. I was probably 18 or 19. And way before that, I decided I'd never do drugs because I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to go to medical school. So, to this day, I'm 52 and I've never smoked marijuana. You know, when he put that joint to my mouth, I was like, I got to take pharmacology, microbiology, biochemistry, all these ologies, and I ain't all that smart. So I don't need nothing killing what little brain cells I got left. So I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my chances of becoming a doctor. So I've never smoked marijuana. I've never did any drugs other than I drank a little in college, did smoked a cigarette or two in college, but I had already made my mind up what I would and wouldn't do. Being a man is so critical to you knowing who you are so that when the time comes and you're tempted, you already know this is not who I am. This does not coincide with the person who I am. So I'm just not going to do it. So loving God is all about who you are, knowing who you are. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? What's my purpose and where am I going? If you can answer those, you got it figured out. Love yourself is the baby step number 2 to being a man. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, man, you will do anything. I love my body. I love what I see in the mirror. If you notice, never had any earrings, no nose rings, no tongue rings, no no lip rings, no nipple rings, no navel rings, and no other kind of rings. Okay? So you got to look in the mirror and be content with what you see. God created you exactly how he wanted you to be. So be glad in the person who God created. Don't try to be like somebody else. Because I used to tell my sons, I got 2 boys, I said, all this stuff y'all looking at them and trying to do what they do, they don't know who they are. They trying to figure it out just like you trying to figure it out. If you know who you are, you got a lot of stuff figured out already. So don't try to put on extra external accessories to make yourself look like somebody you're not. Earrings does not make you a man. Hello? Matter of fact, earrings are found in the women's section of the store. Hello, somebody? Earrings are made for women. They were made for girls. My dad always taught me that. Earrings are for girls. My daddy said, boy, if you come in this house with earrings in your ear, I'm going to snatch them out of your ear. And I believed it. So I didn't want an earring when I was young to be like everybody else. My daddy said, boy, don't you wear no earring in your ear. I'm so glad I had a real dad to teach me how to be a man. That's what we're missing in 2025. We need men teaching the next generation how to be men. That's why we've come up with this Mighty Men Academy. We want to teach you what it takes to be a man. If God created you perfect, you don't need anything else. I don't even have any tattoos on my body because I know what God created is exactly what God wanted. He wanted me to be tall, dark, and handsome. Look, God knows what He wanted in you. So you don't have to dye your hair. You don't have to put tattoos on your body. You don't have to put earrings in your ear. You just be the best version of yourself so that when you show up, people get the real you. Young man, will the real you please stand up? That's what we want to see. We want to see the real you, not the fake you, not the you that's, worried about this, worried about. We want to see the real you. We live in a world of fake book. It's so many fakes out here. Photoshop. You see people on social media, and you know that's not the way they look. You know that's not them. But because of fakeness, because of lack of identity, lack of self-esteem or confidence, we always try to be somebody that we're not. So love yourself. Be confident in who God created and what you see in the mirror. Respect yourself. You got to give respect to get respect. The third thing, upgrade your appearance. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So when you dress up, when you go out, dress up. We were always taught dress up when you go out because you want to look good. I mean, you never know who you might see, and the way you look is the one thing that makes all the difference. So be careful, be cautious of your hair, be conscious of your hair, your breath, your fingernails, your body odor, all that stuff matters. Everything you do matters. Just be yourself. I heard a quote one time that said, one of the greatest regrets in life is being what others would want you to be rather than being yourself. Shannon Adler said that. Be yourself. You don't need any excess stuff to try to make yourself look like somebody you're not. So upgrade your appearance and be the best version of yourself. Number 4, learn to earn. You got to get your hands on the money if you're going to be a man. Just going to tell you that right now. Most young men chase God, girls, or groceries. And the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So seek God first, and he will help you in all the other areas of your life. That's what that scripture means. That's Matthew 6:33. So, you got to get your hands on some money. So you need to have a trade. You need to have something that you bring to the marketplace that people will pay you for. Trade, education, skill set, whatever. Find something that you can learn that 10 years from now, people will pay you for it. 20 years from now, people will pay you for it. I chose medicine. I went into medicine. I'm a nephrologist. I spent 13 years after high school to become who I am. That's just what I always wanted to be. If I had to do it over, would I do it again? Absolutely not. But hindsight is 2020. So just find something that you can do, young man, that people will pay you for. If it's cutting grass, be the best yard cutter in the world. If it's washing cars, be the best car washer in the world. Because little things mean a lot. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you could do everything. So don't take things lightly. Everything you do, do it to the absolute best of your ability. Number 5, learn money management. You got it. If you got money, you're going to have to manage it. Otherwise, you're going to be broke. A lot of these professional ball players go broke. We got a guy now named Malik Beasley, played for, I think, Detroit Pistons, and he's having some financial difficulty. I mean, you're talking about a guy who signed multi-million-dollar contracts, and he's having financial problems. So it doesn't matter how much you make. What matters is how you manage it. So Dave Ramsey is a financial counselor. He is a great resource to teach you how to manage money the biblical way. Financial Peace University, Total Money Makeover. Those are his books, his programs that he has. You can sign up for them. We've done them at our church several times and helped us get out of debt, helped us pay off a lot of bills, and learn how to manage money the right way. Unfortunately, school doesn't teach you how to manage money, and unless your parents are really good at it, they didn't teach you, but you got to learn it. So learn money management. That's going to be critical to your success. Tell you a quick story. Osceola McCarthy was born in 1908. She was a result of a rape. She was raised by her grandmother and her aunt, and she ironed clothes and did laundry for a living. In 1995, she donated $150,000 to the University of Southern Mississippi. Now, I was a senior that year at USM at that school, and she donated $150,000 to a university for a scholarship fund in her name, and she ironed clothes for a living. How many of you have $150,000 in your bank? She actually had more than that, but that's what she donated. But she got good at managing the little things. That's the key with managing money. Number 6, mature emotionally. You got to grow up. Look at the guy sitting next to you and say, you got to grow up. You got to grow up. There are a lot of young men in prison right now because they could not handle their emotions. They couldn't handle the word no. My daddy told me no so much that by the time I became a man, no was just a formality. It didn't really mean a lot. I knew I could get to where I was going. I wasn't going to crash out. I wasn't going to shoot nobody for stepping on my brand new Michael Jordan shoes. I mean, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. Now you get that. 10% what happens to you. Can you see that? That little bit, right? Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. So my statement to you is respond well. If you are a young man and you're trying to become a real man, respond well when you go through something that makes you uncomfortable. Learn how to be comfortably uncomfortable. Learn how to accept no so that you can grow. Never let your emotions get the best of you. Never let your emotions get the best of you. If you want to live a long, prosperous life and do well and stay out of jail, never let your emotions get the best of you. I've never been arrested. I've never been to jail. I thank my dad for that because, man, he wouldn't let you throw a hissy fit. He wouldn't let you go crazy and crash out. He had something that he would put on your backside that would stop you from throwing a fit, and you mature quickly. And I'm very happy. All you people out there who say corporal punishment makes you violent, that's a lie. If it's done right, with the right spirit and the right attitude, it can make you a man. I've never been arrested. I don't abuse women. I'm married. Only been married once for about 20 years. Only have 2 kids for that one woman, my wife. And hey, I attribute a lot of that to my dad instilling a lot of these values into me and helping me mature and grow up and not act like a grown boy. That's what we got. We got a bunch of grown boys in our world today who can't handle their emotions. And that's the problem. Matter of fact, I'm writing a book called Grown Boys about the fatherless epidemic and all the kids coming up with no fathers and what it's doing to our community. It's called grown boys. We got grown people, but they acting like 12-year-olds. So grow up. If you're over 24, 25 and you're still staying with your parents, you're a grown boy. Now, if you're handicapped, you disabled, that's different. If it's some extenuating circumstances that you had to go back, I understand that. As a man, you have to spread your wings and fly and see what strength you have on your own. The only way eagles can ever learn how to fly is they gotta leave the nest. Everybody want to be an eagle and fly high, make a lot of money, have a big house, do great things, be successful, accomplish all kind of feats, but you don't want to leave the nest. You're a grown boy. You need to grow up. Spread your wings, get out of the nest, get out from under your mama and your daddy and be a man. I left home at 18, hit the ground running. I'm telling you, I left home at 18. Most of the people in my generation left home at 17 or 18 years old and never looked back. So grow up, mature. Number 7, serve someone. You got to serve. When you see young people starting to serve and give, you know they really are growing up. If you see a young man and he realizes life is not about me anymore, but it's about giving. It's about serving. Jesus Christ was a servant. He said in Matthew 23:11, the greatest among you shall be a servant. And I'm paraphrasing. So you got to learn how to place other needs ahead of your own. That's what makes you valuable. Think about it. How did Steve Jobs become so valuable? He created something that you wanted, an iPhone. How did Jeff Bezos become so valuable? He gave himself to trying to create a whole new way of doing business, right? He served something, packaged it up, and served it to you. And you spend all kind of money on it every week. And my wife does too, because we get all kind of Amazon packages coming in. So learn how to serve. Learn how to give. You know, Dr. King said we all can be great because we all can be servants. Everyone can be great because everyone can serve. That's what he said. So I challenge you, young men, step up to the plate and become a servant. I'm going to review the 7 steps, and I will see you in the next video. Number 1, you got to love God. Number 2, you have to love yourself. Number 3, upgrade your appearance, make yourself look good. Number 4, learn to earn. Get your hand on some money. Number 5, learn money management. Number 6, mature emotionally. Number 7, serve someone and give. These are my 7 baby steps to becoming a man. If you will do these, I promise you, you will be a man that many would want to emulate. You'll be an example in your community, in your school, in your college, in every realm of life. You will be a man that people would want to become. So I challenge you today to do these 7 things. Check us out in the next video. I appreciate you watching this video to the end. Thank you. Goodbye.